Hello, welcome to this video where I will explain about the Google migration from the old Shopping API to the new Merchant API. So today I'm going to explain to you how we updated our scripts, what is happening, and what we are going to do. So a quick summary of what is happening to Google Ads scripts. So Google decided that their current shopping content API or their content API for shopping is gonna be sunsetted. And the deadline is the August 18 of 2026. And what we did, because we have a few scripts that use that API in Google Ads, is that we've updated all of them. And what I'm going to show you today is what you can do about it, how you can update it, and know which scripts are affected. So why is Google doing this? Well, Google updated their API, and that also reflects it in Google Ads scripts. And their new API, their merchant API, has a lot of more features, better security, and some new technology. So what's ending? Well, the API from the content API for shopping is being sunset. You have until the 18th August of 2026. You can ask for a postpone period, but we made our scripts available for you guys that you can update it. So we have updated our scripts, and only what you have to do is copy and paste the new script in. You don't need to change a merchant center setting. You don't need a feed change. You don't need a campaign change. Nothing in your account changes, only the script. So does this affect you? Yes or no? So if you use a shopping script where the content API is enabled, yes, it affects you. If you don't use a shopping script, no, it doesn't affect you. So if you don't have an e-commerce client, it doesn't affect you. And that's the third option, is if you have a data provider like Channable or DataFeedWatch or Flowboost like ourselves, then your provider should have migrated already. And if you're not sure, you can go to the advanced API in the script and you can see if you've enabled it. So we've updated all of our scripts. And if there's any more scripts that you want to be upgraded, you can always let us know. But we have done it for the most four popular scripts. So, and these are the Flowboost Product Labelizer, the Flowboost Price Labelizer, the script that fetches your cooking shopping feeds more regularly and more frequently than Merchant Center allows without the API, and the shopping product alert. So a quick recap, what are those scripts? Flowboost Product Labelizer, that is our main product script that segments your products based on historic performance, and it puts that in 5 different segments. The Price Labelizer does that similarly with the different buckets and different segments, but then based on price competitiveness. The fetch Google shopping feeds, it fetch your feeds earlier, more frequently. And the shopping product alert is a way that you can know if your product get disapproved, limited, or out of stock, and you get an email about it. So how to upgrade? It's actually quite simple. What you do is you go to your existing script environment where you have basically your script, for example, the product shopping alert. You copy or delete like all of the old code. You paste in a new version. And from the advanced APIs in the top right corner, you can click Merchant API. You enable all of these settings and you reauthorize the script because it has a different authorization security. Then what you want to do is update your variables. So for example, here it's email, it's the period of days, it's the alert status that you have, it's the merchant ID and the merchant API developer email. So one of the biggest updates compared to the previous version with the content API is that you have to set a merchant API developer email. That's one part of their security update that we have to set. And that merchant API developer email has to be admin access to the Merchant Center account. So if you have done all of these, you have set up your variables, you have reauthorized the script, you have enabled the Merchant Center API, you've added your email, it's admin to the Merchant Center account. Then you can actually run the script. So what happens? The email must have access. It's really important, otherwise the script will not work. And then actually what we do is the first time you run the script, it stops, because there's something going on in the background where we update the security with the project from the script to your Merchant Center account. And then the next time you run it, it will actually run the whole script functions. But the first time you have to run it once, you have to wait a bit, and then you can run it indefinitely. So before the August of 18, what you want to do is check wherever you have running shopping scripts that uses the Content API and are not migrated in your accounts. Then copy our newer versions from the Flowboost, which are accessible at flowboost.com or library.flowboost.com. You follow the steps provided in this video, you enable the Merchant Center API, you add your email, you run it twice, you reauthorize, and then you have it all working. If you have any questions about this, you can always send an email to me, arjan@flowboost.com, or here in this description, you can find more resources about it. All right, thank you very much, and on to the next one.